You are streaming live at Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Los Angeles Chargers coming out of their tunnel, fresh off an 11-win season, hoping that Justin Herbert and the rest of the team can take the next step and bring the Chargers to the Super Bowl, just like the Chiefs have done over the last 3 years. Patrick Mahomes and the defending AFC champion Chiefs are here as the road team tonight, although there are frenzied fans wearing red behind me. Thrilled to be here saying hello to Planet Earth on the very first ever stream in the National Football League here on YouTube. Rich Eisen along with my Hall of Fame friend Kurt Warner. Kurt, your concerns or questions about the Chiefs coming into this season are?
Well, I think everybody outside of Kansas City is wondering if the Super Bowl was the beginning of the end. But after talking to the Chiefs this week, I'm not so sure. They are motivated and focused to show the world that the dynasty is alive and well.
And questions for the Chargers?
Well, they made great strides last year, but this year they are out to prove that they belong in the conversation with the big boys. Well, chance to prove that tonight in front of the whole world in the AFC champs.
Kickoff is just moments away. We now send things to the PA announcer here in Corinthians Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, to sing the national anthem of the United States of America, please welcome award winner, jazz saxophonist, composer, and band leader, Kamasi Washington. Senhoras e senhores, para cantar o hino nacional dos Estados Unidos da América, deem boas-vindas ao saxofonista de jazz, premiado compositor e maestro, Kamasi Washington. And now, to sing the national anthem of Brazil, please welcome Brazilian music phenom, Ana Castela. E agora, para cantar o hino nacional brasileiro, por favor recebam um fenômeno da música brasileira, Ana Castela.
Do povo heróico, brado retumbante, e o sol da liberdade em raios fúlgidos brilhou no céu da pátria nesse instante. Se o penhor dessa igualdade conseguimos conquistar com braço forte, em teu seio, ó liberdade, desafia o nosso peito à própria morte. Ó pátria amada, idolatrada, salve, salve. Brasil, sonho intenso, raio vívido de amor e de esperança, terra desce. Sem teu formoso céu risonho e límpido, a imagem do cruzeiro resplandece. Gigante pela própria natureza, és bem mais forte, pávido colosso, e o teu futuro espelha essa
This place is electric. Earlier we saw Mr. Beast and two of the biggest NFL superfans set up a challenge that can only be pulled off by the world's biggest content creator. Let's get the latest update on the human field goal presented by Tron Aries, only in theaters.
All right, I'm back with the biggest Chargers fan I can find and the biggest Chiefs fan I can find, because based on the outcome of tonight's game, one of them is going to get Super Bowl tickets, the other will be launched out of this human cannon through a field goal. And I want to show you guys before the game starts what that looks like. Bring in the crash test dummy, Chandler. So we made this dummy that is going to be launched out of the cannon to show you guys what it'll be like. Okay, you excited?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and load it up. Let's cut over to Carl, who's in the field.
Thank you, Jimmy. Cannons were not meant to shoot humans out. Back to you.
Hey, thank you, Carl. Okay, the dummy's loaded up. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh! So, hey, if the Chiefs lose, that's you. If the Chargers lose, that's you. I'll see you guys at halftime.
Hey, he's wearing red just like you. Bye, Chiefs. Bye, Chiefs.
YouTube welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The Chargers have won the toss and decided to defer and give the ball first to Patrick Mahomes, who first stops by with our Stacey Dale. Stacey?
Patrick, you're so good in season openers, but what about your performance specifically will be vital for your team's success today?
Yeah, you got to take care of the football. You know, taking care of the football is so important, especially in these early games, early season games. So we're just excited to go out there and play our best football, take care of the football, and find a way to win.
New look line on the left side, headlined by Josh Simmons. What do you expect from he and Kingsley?
I expect the guy that's going to battle, you know. We got all guys all across the offensive line that want to make a statement about who they are. They didn't end the season last year the way they wanted to, and so they're excited about this opportunity right now.
Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
And there goes Mahomes to get the ball first. Welcome to NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by YouTube. Again, NFL Sao Paulo game on YouTube is brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. By Bud Light. By Capital One. What's in your wallet? And by Nationwide. That's for all Santander, the Santander Lighthouse, a cultural landmark here in Sao Paulo. And we're inside Corinthians Arena, where the Chargers just struck first. It's tonight in the very first ever NFL game streaming globally here on YouTube. A man who has over 6 million subscribers to his YouTube channel. He's played football both collegiately and professionally. It's Destroying, who's our eyes and ears of the fan on the field this evening. And there he is, already with rocking the free gear. That's traditional media to rock the free gear. We'll hear from Destroying shortly, but right now, Justin Herbert and the Chargers backed up. Ball being snapped from their own 2. It's down to score. Welcome back to NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by YouTube TV. There's Neymar taking in sights and sounds here, one of the most famous athletes in all of Brazil here tonight. If you wanted to go by just one name, would it be Kurt or Warner? For the first time ever, NFL Sunday Ticket is now available month to month, so you can join or cancel anytime throughout the regular season. Sign up today. Kurt Warner, we just saw the Chargers come up with a 145-yard first quarter on the Kansas City Chiefs, and they are passing more than running it, 2-1. 10 pass plays, 5 run plays. Jim Harbaugh coming out throwing it on this Chiefs defense. The NFL Sao Paulo game on YouTube is brought to you by Lucid Motors. Compromise nothing. By CNN. Get ready for CNN streaming experience coming this fall. And by Duncan. These were the old Friday Night Lights high school days of the stars we're seeing here in Brazil tonight, including Justin Herbert, who's 9 of 12 for a $132 and a score. Save $66 on your first 2 months. Sign up today. It is a hyped up crowd. I think the only individual more hyped up in the crowd is the PA announcer here inside this Corinthians Arena. It's good! The fire drill at the end of the half leads to 3 points. And it's a 10-point Charger lead. What a finish to the first half here in Brazil on YouTube.
What an operation by the Chiefs. You throw the flat route, think he's going to get out of bounds, but he gets pushed backwards, so the clock continues to run. The fire drill out there and a great kick by Bucker.
Stacey Dales with Coach Reed.
Coach Reed struggled to get in the end zone, but what a finish here in the first half.
Yeah, that was good to finish that way. We need to get touchdowns, though, against this crew. So we'll work on that this half and come out, play a little stronger on the defensive side, and then score touchdowns instead of field goals on the offensive side.
Coach, how do you unlock this thing for Patrick Mahomes?
Well, we keep firing. That's what you do. So, yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Wow, what a finish to this half. The last 2 minutes, Omarion Hampton. He runs out of bounds on his own volition. The Chiefs were out of timeouts. They could have taken it all the way down, kicked a field goal to take a 10-point lead at the half. And the Chiefs forced to run their field goal unit out with mere ticks left on the clock. And Harrison Butker nails the 59-yarder to get the 3 points back for the Chiefs. Coming up after the break, it's the Verizon Halftime Show on YouTube. Welcome back to NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by YouTube TV. You're back for the second half before the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not out of the locker room yet, Kurt. The Chargers are out here. I mean, there's a couple of the Chiefs on the field. As you can see, the quarterback comparison, Justin Herbert and Mahomes had the same amount of completions, but you could see Herbert had quite a half in terms of throwing yards, 171 for Justin Herbert, and that touchdown that is the margin of difference right now. Got on the board first.
The difference was the big plays.
Yeah.
Chiefs have struggled to get big plays the last couple years. Didn't have any until that one on that last drive to get 3 points. And on the flip side, Justin Herbert's hit 3 different big plays that have led to points in the first half.
Have the Chiefs been locked in their locker room? Are they having trouble getting out? Because, I mean, the Chargers are out. The Chiefs have yet to emerge here inside Corinthians Arena.
For those that are at home, there was obviously a lot of fog and smoke.
Yeah, there was. It was almost
from the
like a
performance at
football
halftime, and so maybe they said, "Hey, we're going to put a pause on the kickoff for a few minutes." So the Chiefs are using every last second inside the locker room.
I'm wondering if Jim's getting an explanation as to why the Chiefs are coming out right now. Honestly, we thought we'd be playing football at this point in time, but here comes Mahomes and Andy Reid.
In no hurry.
Well, they're definitely not in any hurry. They're definitely not in
They got some stripes
any
right
hurry
in front of them, so
at
they're.
all. So we're here up in the booth. Take your time, gents. I mean, you know, stopping even.
Well, Jim Harbaugh told us when we were talking.
This is wild.
Jim Harbaugh told us when we were talking this week that the one key to beating this really good Chiefs team is you can't give them anything extra.
Right.
So you sit there and you look back to that last drive at the end of the first half, those 3 mistakes, allowing the Chiefs to get 3 points at the end of the half. Is that a mistake? Is that an extra that's going to end up costing them here in the second half?
Should we bring in Terry McCullough to see if you can call delay of game on a team coming late out of the locker room? I don't know. That would be a first. But the Chiefs are going to take their time warming up as well. So if you're just joining us here on our YouTube global live free stream, Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers won the toss. They elected to give the ball to the Chiefs. Went 3 and out, and in going 3 and out, Xavier Worthy collided with Travis Kelce on that 3rd down play, injured his right shoulder, and we are not seeing Xavier Worthy again tonight. He is injured and out for the game. The Chargers got the ball after that 3 and out, scored a touchdown, and that is the margin of difference right now by the Los Angeles Chargers special teams. What will Patrick Mahomes do when we come back? NFL NFL Sao Paulo game on YouTube is brought to you by Mattress Firm. Upgrade to a premium bed during the best sale of the year. By Bud Light. By T-Mobile, now the best network in America. And by Nike. Previous game here at Corinthians Arena, two of the biggest clubs in Sao Paulo, Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and Corinthians with an equalizer, as they call it, a 1-1 draw. It's the Commission Marlin. There's Roger Goodell's YouTube channel right there. Chatting it up with one of the many content creators here at this YouTube live stream game around the world from Brazil. The NFL Sao Paulo game on YouTube is brought to you by Walmart. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new. Who knew? By Bud Light. And by Verizon. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's a form of martial arts developed right here in Brazil, Kurt Warner. Jiu-Jitsu academies like this all across Sao Paulo and Brazil. And also where Cosmo Kramer once took on some children. We welcome you back to NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by YouTube TV. You're watching watch parties around the world, checking out tonight's game. Brisbane, Australia, Mexico City, Mexico, and just nearby Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. As we are in the first of 7 international series games. The next international game will be week 4 in Dublin, Ireland, between the Vikings and the Steelers. 3 in London, 1 in Berlin, and then 1 in Spain, as that kickoff is corralled by Remigio and taken to the 28-yard line. One more break right here before Mahomes has to get his giddy up on down 9.
Welcome back to the Chiefs versus Chargers after that last Quentin Johnson touchdown. I just realized something. Y'all don't get to see the size and speed of these guys up in person. I'm a sizable guy. I'm like 6'7". So once he caught that touchdown, got up and celebrated, I realized how big and massive these boys are, man. Woo! It's a hell of a game, y'all. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Are you sure 6'7"?
He didn't look 6'7" to
I don't
me.
know. That's the number of YouTube subscribers he has.
Oh, gotcha.
6.7 million. I think that's what he means by the 6'7". Monday night. And the Chiefs now head home to start their home season 0-1. And it's a Super Bowl rematch against the Eagles, who won last night to kick off the season.
Chargers came in saying this is what we have to do. We have to prove to ourselves and the league that we can win games like this. Credit Justin Herbert and company for doing just that.
What a night for Justin Herbert. 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, 32 on the ground, including a 19-yard run that broke the back of the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce scored tonight. We will see how the Chiefs will fare in game 2 without Rashee Rice, and who knows how long they might be missing Xavier Worthy, who went out in just the 3rd snap of this game. The Chargers with a happy 11.5-hour flight home back to Los Angeles, and the Chiefs getting ready for a Super Bowl rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles. Kurt, this has been a blast, sir.
Always is.
Always say goodbye to the planet. You know, Earth is
the whole
screaming.
planet, huh?
I'm not kidding.
Everybody's watching. Well, it's been a pleasure. It has been awesome to be able to have this opportunity with YouTube and call this great football game, and just the start of what's going to be an awesome season.
And I want to thank everybody at YouTube for giving us that opportunity. And then also, of course, the crack staff of NBC Sports that took care of us and produced this game so expertly. As you can see, our Stacey Dales is getting set to chat with the man of the hour. What a night for Justin Herbert. And the Chargers start off the season 1-0 with this win in Brazil. Stacey Dales, take it away.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, how big of a win is this for you?
Yeah, just another game for us. You know, we came out here, executed, did what we needed to, you know, and came home with a win today.
Another game for you, but you beat the Chiefs for the first time in just almost 4 years. How important to set really a statement for your team in a divisional game.
Yeah, well, they're a really good football team. You know, we got a lot of respect for them. And we knew it was going to be a dogfight, so we showed up today with our best ever, had a great week of practice. You know, it's gone all throughout camp and OTAs, and, you know, it was fun to see today.
What's going through your mind on that last run? You slide, I think it was 19 yards or 18 yards to seal this game.
Yeah, by any means, just got to go make a play, and, you know, that's what we've coached, that's what we've talked about, and, you know, at the end of the day, it was a fun play, and got down and got the win.
Quentin Johnston, 2 touchdowns for you. Why so effective with him?
Yeah, he just makes my job so much easier. To have a guy like that to throw to, he makes plays. And he's done that all throughout camp, and you know he's going to have a big year this year.
How about your defense on Patrick Mahomes tonight? Just reflect on the performance they had.
Yeah, I mean, we know our defense is going to show up every game. They're as good as it gets, and Coach Minter does such a great job coaching them, and personally, I see that every day in practice. So, no, I'm not surprised at all.
Justin, enjoy this.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Stacy, thanks very much. Kurt, I give you the floor and what we saw from Justin Herbert.
He was just masterful. And you watch all of these throws, just easy, right on the money, making it easy for his receivers. They don't have to do any work. That's what Jim Harbaugh was talking about. He loves the long handoffs from Justin Herbert. Perfect passes. Even had one drop by Quentin Nelson. Could have an even bigger night.
Well, obviously, if you want to win your division, you've got to take care of your home games against your division opponents. And technically, this was that for the Los Angeles Chargers, even though it's deep in the Southern Hemisphere. And you also got to beat the team that's won the division the last 9 seasons, and the Chargers have checked that box tonight.
Well, and Justin Herbert downplayed it, like, oh, just another game. This is what we do. Just go out and execute. But there is no doubt in that Chargers locker room, this meant a little bit more to come out and prove, hey, last year we had a great year, but they got blown out in their last playoff game as well against the Texans. Hey, we've got something to prove that we belong in the conversation with the best teams in the AFC, and they made a huge statement about that tonight.
Well, I mean, if the Chiefs were going to go back to the, if you will, old way of doing things, of being a fast team that can take the top of the defense off with some deep throws, obviously, those plans needed to be adjusted when Xavier Worthy went out just 3 snaps in after a 6-game suspension of Rashee Rice. But they do have to be happy to see 10 catches out of Hollywood Brown tonight, and they did have to grind things out. What do you think about the Chiefs moving forward after what we saw here in just 1 week, but week 1 tonight?
Well, it definitely didn't look clean on either side of the ball. There were a lot of big plays by Justin Herbert. They didn't get a lot of pressure on him from a defensive standpoint. Offensively, as you mentioned, it just didn't look clean on the outside. Some miscommunication. Now they got it going with a lot of their dink and dunk short passing game, which they've been good at, but it is hard to live in that world. This team knows that. They are going to have to find some chunk plays and those difference-making plays to make games easier, because it's hard to win 1-possession games, even though it hasn't looked like that for the Chiefs over the last couple of years.
Good stuff, Kurt Warner. I'll see you back in Los Angeles for NFL Game Day morning on NFL Network.